Buenas noches.
Good evening.
Mi nombre es Carla Paredes. Primeramente,
Adelante,
ok,
adelante, Carla.
quiero pedir excusa porque cuando me llamaron estaba ausente por cuestiones de trabajo.
My name is Carla Paredes. First of all, I want to apologize because the first time you called me, I was not here because of work.
Soy madre de 2 estudiantes de la escuela de la BPS.
I'm a mother of 2 students at the Serrat School at BPS.
Vivo en 50 Bedford Street, Jamaica Plain.
I live at 50 Bedford Street, Jamaica Plain.
Quiero darle las gracias por realizar esta reunión para permitir que las familias compartieran y expresar sus esperanzas.
I want to thank you for doing this meeting and giving the families the opportunity to share their hopes,
Su experiencia.
their experience.
Soy partícipe de la iniciativa de estabilidad.
I take part of the capacity of this
Por la familia FLSI High Group.
for the families of FLSE
En las escuelas Rafael Hernández.
and the school Rafael Hernández.
Gracias a este programa,
Thanks to this program,
nos impactó positivamente a mi familia haciendo un sueño realidad.
my family was impacted in a positive way, making a dream come true.
Quiero darle las gracias grandemente
A big thank you
a High Group
to the High Group
por el apoyo, la atención,
for their support and their attention,
la ayuda desde un principio, dando seguimiento cada día,
their help from the beginning, giving us follow up from day one
cada paso de este proceso.
on each step of the process.
Esperando que puedan seguir brindando su apoyo
I hope you can continue giving us their support
a cada persona necesitada
to each of the persons in need
y haciendo sueños realidad. Muchas gracias.
and making dreams possible. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, buenas noches. Mi nombre es María Vargas de la escuela David Ellis. Tengo 2 niños allí. Me gustaría saber cuándo va a comenzar Higher Ground, porque tengo un gran testimonio con Higher Ground, debido a que Higher Ground me ha ayudado a nivel emocional y en muchos aspectos, porque soy prácticamente nueva en el país. Higher Ground me ayudó a conseguir un hogar, me ayuda con los niños después de la escuela, que gracias a ellos puedo trabajar porque tengo tiempo de llevarlo a la niña a la escuela y luego cuando salgo de recogerlo, gracias a Higher Ground. Y me gustaría saber cuándo va a comenzar Higher Ground otra vez y vamos a contar con ellos.
Good evening. My name is Maria Vargas, and I want to know when you're going to start working again with Higher Ground, since they have provided me with a lot of support. Thanks to them, I'm able to work because they help me with an after-school program for my 2 children who are at the David Ellis. They help me to get a home, and they've done so much for me, and I really want to know when you're going to start working with them, or if you're going to do it.
Thank you, Ms. Vargas.
Good evening, and thank you for providing me with the platform to share a few comments and concerns. My name is Brandy Brooks, and tonight I come before the committee as both a 15-year resident of Roxbury and Deputy Director of Higher Ground. Before I begin my remarks, first let me say my heart is with my community and the families that have been impacted by violence over the last couple of weeks. Second, welcome back to Boston, Superintendent Skipper. We look forward to meeting with you and working with you and finalizing a resolution that will strengthen our partnership and create more opportunities to support children and families in Roxbury, Dorchester, and Mattapan. For my testimony tonight, I will ask you to keep in mind 4 numbers: 12, 1,401. For the last 12 years, the work of Higher Ground, a nonprofit organization based in Roxbury, has been guided by the belief that collective action, increased parent engagement, stable housing, and improved social emotional health will improve a child's academic performance and result in a better learning environment. We help the community build a new playground at Higginson Inclusion. We work with the Crispus Attucks Children's Center to help them secure a BPS UPK community site designation. We've partnered with nonprofits and enrichment providers to support 1,000 Roxbury and Dorchester students and families with after-school programming, summer learning academies, network nights, power of parenting workshops, entrepreneur workshops, behavioral health support and interventions, and many other services. We've partnered with 3 other nonprofits and 3 city agencies to house more than 400 homeless students and families. Again, I remind you, 12 years, 1,000 students and families, more than 400 homeless students and families housed, and now 1. In closing, I ask this one body of school committee members and the superintendent to deepen your work with community-based partners. So let us get back to serving our community, serving our young people, and serving our families. Superintendent Skipper, we look forward to working with you, and we are encouraged by your words and actions thus far, and we are hopeful that we will have a positive resolution shortly. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.
Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marissa Lehrman, and I am the Regional Manager of Greater Boston for Families First. I'm here today on behalf of Families First with Sue Kovitz, our Executive Director, to speak to the positive impact Higher Ground has and continues to have in the community. Families First has been working alongside parents of young children here in the Greater Boston area for over 30 years, and we've partnered with Higher Ground for over 10. Their partnership with us led to the development of our signature Power of Parenting program, which gives parents an opportunity to build parenting skills and develop strong networks of support. As a backbone connector in the community, Higher Ground demonstrates how collaborative partnerships can leverage multiple resources and funding and work across silos so that families benefit from all of the programs offered in a community. Higher Ground has always understood the significance of its collaborative model and has been a key connector in our community to leverage multiple stakeholders for the benefit of children and families. As a core partner of the Surround Care Coalition, a coalition created by Higher Ground and made up of 14 organizations meeting an array of needs at our partner schools, we've seen this in action. The Surround Care Coalition has demonstrated impact. In addition to what Brandy said earlier, because of this coalition, families at our Boston Public School partner schools have opportunities to leverage their voices as parents and caregivers to create real change. From a parent-teacher advisory group to voice and discuss with teachers about their children's needs, to joining subcommittees of the coalition itself to help make decisions about additional resources and opportunities that should be offered, families have a seat at all levels at the table at all levels. And the children, teachers, and school staff also reap the benefits, as well as there are enrichment opportunities for children, teacher appreciation events for school staff, and a host of agencies and organizations willing to make connections when needed. This type of collaborative work is exactly the type of partnership that should exist everywhere. And I also look forward to working with the superintendent and continuing to work with Higher Ground. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shondell is not signed into the meeting, so our next speaker will be LaShonda Watson.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect. Thank you for having me this evening and hearing me out. I'm here in support of Higher Ground. I serve on the parent-teacher advisory group. I am a part of the Surround Care Coalition that's in partnership with Union Capital Boston, and just a member of the Roxbury community. And I can tell you that Higher Ground is amazing at creating a sense of community. Personally, I found them in the pandemic, and that's at a time where isolation is encouraged. But honestly speaking, even before the pandemic, my isolation began a long time ago. It's sad to say that because of this wall of distrust in my neighborhood, I've lived in the same place for 6 years, and I cannot tell you the name of the person above me or below me in my 3-family apartment. But Higher Ground changed that. When I became involved with them on all of these different kind of committees and coalitions, I became more in tune in a pandemic than I ever had been. At a parent-teacher appreciation event, it took for me to take a ferry to Thompson Island to meet the neighbor that lives 3 doors down the way from me, which she was actually slated to testify tonight, Shondell. And I learned about another parent who has kids that attend the same school that my child attends. And I found out that because her child was bullied, she shows up every single day, rain, sleet, snow, without fail, to be present in that schoolyard, so that by virtue of her being there, my child is safer. And when we talk about some of the tragedies that have kind of struck our community, it's so important to have that sense of connection, to have that sense of a village, so that everybody's accountable for everybody's child, not just my own. But the work that I do with Higher Ground is meaningful. I get a stipend, being a single mother that works full time. That is so important, so that I can be present, and I can continue to do the work of community building. I really do hope that we are able to continue to do this important work by reinstating sort of the partnership that you have with Higher Ground Boston. Thank you so much for hearing me out.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. Good afternoon. My name is Siobhan Harrington, and I'm a BPS parent, and I live in Mattapan. I come to you today. Thank you for holding this meeting to let families share their experience and hopes. I'm an employee of Union Capital Boston, which is a partner of Higher Ground Surround Care Coalition, and I'm speaking on behalf of their programs and initiatives have positively directly impacted families and communities in which we live, work, and serve. I facilitate community Zoom meetings for Higher Ground Surround Care Coalition. The meetings help highlight all the great things that are happening at schools Surround Cares work with. They bring valuable resources to the families and communities the schools surround. Families love the additional chances to get to connect with school staff and other families that attend schools. Families have shared their stories of receiving help, above and beyond support during COVID, and most importantly, how happy their children are at their school. Community members have enjoyed the additional resources such as mental health, after school activities, food resources, advocate opportunities, as well as information about this very council. As a BPS parent, I have used resources that have been shared at these meetings and had additional help my 12th grader further her education in school. Higher Ground Surround Care is doing a great job, and is really helping families for the better. I sincerely hope that BPS continues to work with Higher Ground Surround Care. I also would like to address that you wish please to address the BPS transportation issue. Do a better job making sure students with IEPs have monitors on their bus. The school year has just started, and I have already received 13 phone calls that my bus is not coming because there is no monitor on my child's bus. That is not fair to families and students who have IEPs. We fight for our child to get an IEP and a great education. Now we have to fight for our child to even get on the bus to arrive. That is not fair. IEP students' education is just as important as a regular student's education. Please do better with family engagement to assist in getting assistant monitors in these times when the monitor cannot be present as provided by BPS. Thank you.
Thank you. Ashley is not.
Buenas noches, ¿me escucha?
Yes. Is our Spanish interpreter available to support?
Buenas noches.
Good
evening.
evening.
Ok. Mi nombre es Mariana Botier. Soy
My
madre.
name is Mariana Gutierrez.
Botier. Soy madre de Maya Matías. Ella pertenece a la escuela de Ellis Elementary School, de Boston Public School. Vivo en Austin. Gracias por realizar esta reunión para permitir que las familias compartan sus experiencias y esperanzas.
Thank you for letting me be in this meeting. I live in Alston and I have a daughter and I apologize, I didn't get the name. ¿Cómo se llama su hija? Perdón.
Maya Matías.
Maya Matías. ¿Y en qué escuela está?
Ellis Elementary School.
And she attends the Ellis Elementary School.
Ok, soy participante de la iniciativa de programas después de escuela con la organización Higher Ground en la escuela de mi hija.
I'm a participant of the program Higher Ground at my daughter's school.
Y hablo en nombre de cómo este programa nos ha impactado positivamente a mí y a mi familia.
And I'm here to mention how positively this program has impacted me and my family.
Le voy a dar este breve testimonio. Yo me encontraba desamparada con mi niña. Sufrí violencia doméstica estando embarazada.
I'm gonna share with you my brief testimony. I suffered a lot with my daughter because I was a victim of domestic violence when I was pregnant.
Y ellos como institución me dieron un apoyo enorme cuando yo más lo necesitaba.
And as institution gave me such a big support when I needed it the most.
Aún estando en el refugio, en el shelter, no recibía el apoyo emocionalmente ni con los recursos, pero ellos como institución me acogieron, me ayudaron a mí y a mi niña en mi embarazo, me dieron instrucciones de recursos donde me ayudaron a la crianza de mi hija como madre soltera, que es Families First, y recursos a mi niña, consejería, mucha atención. Y me da mucha pena ahora que esté el programa cerrado cuando yo, como pasé por eso, sé que muchas otras familias están pasando lo mismo y entiendo de que esos programas como Higher Ground necesitan ser activos, estar activo dentro de la institución como escuelas públicas de Boston.
Okay, I apologize that I didn't interrupt her. I didn't see the chance as before. I want to tell you that even when I was in the shelter, I was not getting the emotional support that I needed or the resources that I needed. And this institution helped me so much and gave me instructions on how to get to the resources that I needed so my daughter could get counseling and that we could get all the support that we were supposed to get from the shelter. So it's so bad that right now this institution is closed because I know that the same way they were helping me, a lot of families are suffering right now because they're not open. And it's very important that this kind of institutions remain active for everybody's sake.
Gracias por la oportunidad y por el tiempo que se nos ha dado a nosotros como familia. Y realmente estamos sumamente agradecidos por escuchar nuestra voz. Gracias.
Thank you very much for the time and the opportunity that you're giving us to raise our voices.
Gracias.